Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SpeakEasy FM.
Hi, we are so happy you're here with us today.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Ian, and on this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English.
The kind of English people actually use, not textbook English, real conversations.
If you're new here, welcome. And if you're back again, thank you for coming back.
Before we start, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.
It really does. Okay, Stacy, guess what I did last night?
What did you do?
I watched a 2-hour documentary about ancient Rome. I couldn't stop.
A documentary? On a Tuesday night?
I know, very wild of me, but it got me thinking about something.
What were you thinking about?
I was thinking, we've never actually done a travel episode together.
You're right, we haven't. That's a great idea.
So today, we're going to imagine a trip, a whole vacation, start to finish.
I love this idea. And after your documentary, I'm guessing we're going to Rome.
You guessed it. Today, we are imagining a trip to Rome, Italy.
I have wanted to go to Rome my whole life.
Me too. So let's pretend we're actually planning this trip together, right now.
Perfect. And a quick tip before we start. If English feels a little fast for you, tap the settings icon on YouTube, choose playback speed, and slow it down to whatever feels comfortable.
Great tip. Okay, let's start planning.
So the first thing we need for any trip is a flight.
Right. I always check flights online first, before anything else.
Same. I like to compare a few different websites. Sometimes the prices are very different.
True. Do you prefer a direct flight, or do you not mind a layover?
I prefer direct if I can get it. A layover just adds more waiting.
I actually don't mind a short layover. It gives me a chance to walk around a new airport.
You like airports?
I don't hate them. I like watching people. Everyone at an airport has a story.
That's very writer of you.
Guilty as charged. Okay, so let's say we found a direct flight. Now we need somewhere to stay.
A hotel or an apartment?
For a city like Rome, I think a small apartment could be nice. More space and maybe even a tiny kitchen.
I agree. And it's usually cheaper than a hotel, especially if we're staying a whole week.
A whole week in Rome. I like the sound of that already.
Okay, flight booked, apartment booked. What's next?
Now the fun part, packing.
Packing is not the fun part for me. I always overpack.
How overpack?
Last trip, I brought 7 pairs of shoes for a 4-day trip.
7 pairs of shoes. Did you wear all 7?
I wore 2.
Stacy.
I know. This time I'm going to be better. Just the basics. Comfortable walking shoes, because we're going to walk a lot in Rome.
A lot. The streets are old, the stones are uneven. You need proper shoes, not fashion shoes.
Noted. What are you packing?
Clothes, obviously. A light jacket because evenings can get cool even in summer. My phone charger, my camera.
You're bringing a real camera? Not just your phone?
A real camera. I take my photos seriously. My phone photos always come out a little blurry.
That's because your hands are always full of coffee.
That is a fair point, actually. Okay, what else? I always pack a small notebook, too.
For writing?
For writing. I like to write down little moments during a trip. Things I see, things I hear. It helps me remember later.
That's really sweet, actually.
Don't tell anyone. What else are you packing?
Sunscreen, definitely. I hear the sun in Rome can be strong, even outside of summer.
Very true. And an adapter, don't forget. The plugs in Italy are different from ours.
Oh, good call. I would have completely forgotten that.
I forgot it once, on a different trip. I had a dead phone for 2 full days. Never again.
Lesson learned the hard way.
The hardest way. Okay, bags are packed. Time to head to the airport.
The airport is always a little stressful for me.
Why stressful?
I always worry I'm forgetting something. My passport, my ticket, something.
Do you have a system?
I check my bag 3 times before I leave the house.
3 times?
Sometimes 4.
I check mine 0 times and just hope for the best.
That explains a lot about you, Ian.
Ha! Okay, so we arrive at the airport. First stop, check-in.
We show our passports, they check our tickets, and we give them our big suitcase.
Then comes security. Shoes off, laptop out, no water bottles.
I always forget the water bottle rule. Every single time.
Every time? How many bottles have you lost to airport security?
I don't want to count. It's a sad number.
A tragic number. Okay, security is done. Now we wait at the gate.
I like to get a coffee and just people watch while we wait.
Same, and I always buy a snack, even if I already ate. Airport snacks just taste different.
They really do. Everything tastes better when you're about to fly somewhere new.
Then finally, they call our flight. Boarding begins.
We find our seats. Window or aisle for you?
Aisle, always. I like being able to get up when I want.
I love the window. I like watching the clouds and the little towns below.
We make a good team then. You take the window, I take the aisle.
Perfect combination. Okay, we take off. A few hours later,
We land in Rome.
we step off the plane and I already feel different. Excited, a little nervous, very happy.
That's exactly how I feel arriving somewhere new. That mix of feelings.
We collect our bags at baggage claim, and thankfully, nothing is lost this time.
A good start. Then we need to get to our apartment. Train or taxi?
Let's take the train. It's usually cheaper and honestly, more interesting.
Agreed. We buy our tickets, and thankfully, the machine has an English option.
Thank goodness for that button.
We get on the train, and we watch Rome pass by the window. Old buildings, orange rooftops, so much history everywhere you look.
Even the train station looks like art.
It really does. We get off at our stop and pull our suitcases through these narrow little streets.
The streets are so narrow and bumpy. My suitcase wheels are having a hard time.
Mine too. It sounds like a tiny earthquake behind me.
We finally find our apartment. Up a few flights of stairs, no elevator.
Of course, no elevator. But when we open the door, there's a little balcony, and we can see rooftops in every direction.
Worth every single step. We drop our bags, and even though we're tired, we can't just sit inside.
Not on our first evening in Rome. Let's go explore a little, just around our neighborhood.
We walk out, and almost immediately we find a small piazza, a little square, with a fountain in the middle.
There's something about the sound of a fountain that makes a place feel calm.
There are people sitting around, talking, kids playing, someone playing guitar softly in the corner.
This already feels like a scene from a movie.
We find a small cafe with tables outside and decide to sit down.
A waiter comes over, and we try our best Italian. Buonasera, we say. Good evening.
He smiles, and we order 2 glasses of wine. When in Rome, right?
Exactly. We sit, we sip our wine, and we just watch the world go by.
This is already my favorite part of the trip, and we just landed.
I completely agree. After our wine, we walk a little more and find a small restaurant for dinner.
The smell coming from that kitchen is unbelievable.
We order a simple pasta, cacio e pepe, and some bread. Nothing fancy, but somehow it's the best pasta either of us have ever eaten.
How is it possible that simple cheese and pepper taste this good?
I have no idea, but I'm not complaining. We eat slowly, we talk, and we don't rush at all.
That's the thing about Rome already. Nobody seems to be in a hurry.
Nobody at all. After dinner, we walk back to our apartment, completely full and completely happy.
Best first night of a trip ever.
The next morning, we wake up early. Today is a big day.
Today, we're going to the Colosseum.
I have been looking forward to this since I watched that documentary.
We grab a quick breakfast first, some coffee and a pastry from a bakery near our apartment.
A cornetto, they call it. Similar to a croissant, but a little sweeter.
Delicious. Okay, fueled up, let's go see the Colosseum.
We take the metro and get off just a few minutes walk away. And then we see it.
Oh my goodness, it's bigger than I imagined. So much bigger.
It really is. You see pictures your whole life, but standing in front of it is a completely different feeling.
You can just feel how old it is. 2,000 years old.
Nearly 2,000 years, and it's still standing. That's incredible to me.
We buy our tickets and go inside. The inside is even more impressive than the outside.
You can imagine the crowds that used to sit here, watching events happening down below.
A little intense to think about, honestly, but fascinating too.
History is like that sometimes. Beautiful and a little heavy at the same time.
After the Colosseum, we walk to the Roman Forum right next door.
More ruins, more old columns and stones, but somehow you can still picture what it used to look like.
With a good imagination, you can almost see people walking around in togas.
I've been trying to imagine that all morning, honestly.
We spend hours just wandering through the ruins, reading the little signs, taking photos.
My camera has never been this busy.
By lunchtime, my legs are already tired, but in a good way.
The good kind of tired. The kind that means you actually did something with your day.
The next day, we head to Vatican City.
This is a whole different country, technically, even though it's inside Rome.
The smallest country in the world, I read somewhere.
We start with St. Peter's Basilica. The size of it alone is unbelievable.
The ceiling, the art, everything is enormous and detailed at the same time.
We climb up to the top of the dome. So many stairs.
How many stairs exactly?
Enough that my legs are shaking by the end.
But the view from the top.
Worth every single stair. You can see the whole city from up there.
After that, we visit the Vatican museums and finally the Sistine Chapel.
The ceiling in there. I don't have words for it. You just stand there and look up for a long time.
We're not allowed to talk loudly inside, so everyone just whispers, which somehow makes it feel even more special.
A quiet kind of amazement. In the afternoon, we walk to the Trevi Fountain.
I've been waiting for this one. They say if you throw a coin in the fountain, you'll return to Rome one day.
Do you believe that?
I believe I want an excuse to come back to Rome, so yes.
Fair enough. We each throw a coin over our left shoulder, facing away from the fountain.
That's the proper way to do it, apparently.
We stand there for a while, just admiring the fountain. It's much bigger than I expected, too.
Everything in Rome is bigger than you expect.
Very true. Nearby, we find a small gelato shop, and obviously, we have to stop.
Let's talk about the food, because honestly, it deserves its own section.
It really does. Let's start with the gelato. What flavor did you get?
Pistachio. And it might be the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
I got hazelnut, and I completely agree with your statement.
We had gelato at least once a day for the rest of the trip. No shame.
Zero shame. Let's talk about the pasta, too. We already mentioned cacio e pepe.
My favorite. Simple, cheesy, perfect.
I also loved the carbonara. Real Roman carbonara. No cream, just eggs, cheese, and pancetta.
So different from what we usually call carbonara at home.
Completely different, and honestly, so much better.
We also tried supli, these little fried rice balls with cheese in the middle.
A perfect street food snack. We ate those walking between sightseeing spots.
And the pizza. Roman pizza is thin and crispy, very different from what I expected.
I actually prefer it thin like that. You can eat 2 whole slices and not feel too heavy.
We also had an espresso standing at the counter of a small cafe, like the locals do.
You're not really supposed to sit down for a quick coffee in Italy. You just stand, drink it fast, and go.
It felt very local, very authentic.
And the bread with olive oil, the fresh mozzarella, the tomatoes, Everything tastes different there, fresher somehow.
I think it's because everything is so local. Ingredients from nearby farms made that same day.
You can really taste the difference. I might have gained a few pounds on this trip.
Worth every single pound, in my opinion.
On our last day, we decide not to plan anything big.
Just a slow, easy day. We've done so much sightseeing already.
We sleep in a little, have a relaxed breakfast on our balcony.
The rooftops look even more beautiful with morning light on them.
We spend the morning just wandering. No map, no plan.
We call it getting a little lost, but really we're just exploring without a destination.
We find a small park, sit on a bench, and just watch people go by.
An old couple walks past holding hands. Kids are chasing a ball nearby.
Rome feels alive in a different way on a quiet day like this.
In the afternoon, we visit a small market, and I finally buy a souvenir for my mom.
What did you get her?
A small ceramic bowl painted with lemons. She's going to love it.
I bought a leather journal for myself. Something to write in for my next trip.
Already planning your next trip?
Always. In the evening, we have one final dinner at a small trattoria near our apartment.
The owner remembers us from earlier in the week and greets us like old friends.
That's the thing about small restaurants. You go back twice and suddenly you're family.
We order our favorites one last time, and we take our time with the meal.
No rushing, just enjoying the last night in a place we've grown to love this week.
I already feel a little sad that we're leaving tomorrow.
Me too, but I feel like we really got to know this city, even in just 1 week.
The next morning, we pack our bags one more time.
Somehow they're heavier than when we arrived. Gelato and pasta weight, probably.
We take the train back to the airport, watching Rome disappear behind us.
A little quiet on the ride there. Nobody really wants to say the trip is over.
At the airport, we check in, go through security one final time, and wait for our flight.
We look through our photos while we wait. So many memories in just 1 week.
The Colosseum, the fountain, all that pasta.
The fountain especially. I think that coin worked, honestly. I already want to go back.
Me too. We board the plane, and as it takes off, we watch the city get smaller and smaller below us.
Goodbye, Rome. For now.
For now, we'll be back.
Okay, we used so many useful words and phrases today. Let's slow down and go through them.
Great idea. First word, to book. We use this at the very beginning.
To book means to arrange and pay for something in advance. You book a flight. You book a hotel room.
For example, we booked our flights online last week.
Or, I need to book a table for dinner on Friday.
Next word, layover. Ian mentioned this one when we were talking about flights.
A layover is a stop between flights, when you wait at another airport before your next flight.
You can say, our flight had a 2-hour layover in Madrid.
Some people avoid layovers. Some people don't mind them at all.
Next, to overpack. I confess to this one myself.
To overpack means to bring too many things, more than you actually need.
I always overpack, my shoes especially.
You can also say, don't overpack. You'll regret carrying that heavy bag.
Next word, ruins.
Ruins are the old, broken remains of buildings from a long time ago, like the Roman Forum.
We spent hours exploring the ancient ruins.
A city like Rome is full of ruins from thousands of years ago.
Next, authentic.
Authentic means real and true to the original culture, not made just for tourists.
We wanted authentic Italian food, not something made for tourists.
You can say, that little restaurant felt very authentic, not touristy at all.
Next word, souvenir.
We talked about this in an earlier episode too. A souvenir is something you buy to remember a trip.
I bought my mom a small souvenir from the market.
A postcard, a magnet, a small gift, all souvenirs.
Next, to wander.
To wander means to walk around slowly, without a specific direction or plan.
We wandered through the small streets with no map at all.
It's one of my favorite ways to explore a new city, honestly.
And our last word, breathtaking.
Breathtaking means so beautiful that it takes your breath away. It amazes you.
The view from the top of the dome was absolutely breathtaking.
A strong word for a really special moment.
So today's words were to book, layover, to overpack, ruins, authentic, souvenir, to wander, and breathtaking.
8 really useful words for anyone talking about travel.
Try using 1 or 2 of them this week, even if you're not traveling anywhere right now.
Okay, let's wrap up everything we imagined today.
We planned an entire trip to Rome, from booking our flight to packing our bags.
We went through the airport, we landed, and we found our little apartment with the balcony.
We explored a piazza on our first night and had the best pasta of our lives.
We visited the Colosseum and the Roman Forum and imagined ancient Rome around us.
We went to Vatican City, saw the Sistine Chapel, and climbed way too many stairs.
We threw coins in the Trevi Fountain and ate more gelato than we probably should have.
We had a slow, quiet last day and one final dinner with new friends at a small trattoria.
And we reviewed 8 travel words: to book, layover, to overpack, ruins, authentic, souvenir, to wander, and breathtaking.
A full imaginary trip, but real, usable English the whole way through.
That's the goal. Even if you can't travel right now, you can still practice talking about it.
And when you do travel one day, you'll already know exactly what to say.
All right, our favorite part, question of the day.
Today we have 2 questions for you.
First question, if you could visit any city in the world right now, which city would you choose?
Second question, what is one thing you would want to eat, see, or do there?
For example, I would visit Kyoto, Japan because I want to see the temples and try real ramen.
And I would visit Athens, Greece, because I want to see the Acropolis and swim in the sea.
Any answer is a great answer. Short or long, we want to hear it.
Write it in the comments below. Even one sentence is perfect practice.
We read every single comment, and we genuinely love learning about your travel dreams.
So don't be shy. Tell us where you want to go.
Thank you so much for traveling with us today, even if it was only in our imagination.
It was such a fun episode to make. I already want to go book a real flight to Rome.
Same. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is also learning English.
And subscribe to SpeakEasy FM so you never miss a new episode. We post every week.
Remember, you don't need to be on a plane to practice English. You can practice anywhere, anytime, even right where you are.
A few minutes a day is all it takes to keep improving.
From both of us.
Keep learning, keep practicing.
And have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.